My name is Josefa Skenderović. I'm a retired professor of physics and chemistry. Besides working with children, one of my favorite pastimes is working with straw. It's something that we have a lot of here. And so we have a long tradition of creating items of straw. This crown, it's a symbol which we'll carry as a Thanksgiving gift at this year's Dušijanica celebration in Subotitsa Cathedral. A young man and woman who have been especially chosen will carry it. They are called the Bandaš and Bandašica. At the top is a cross, a symbol of the family, and the Eucharistic thanksgiving to God is at the center of the crown. This symbolizes how it's cherished in the hearts of all who throughout these 100 years loved and lived for this Dušijanica.
In the north of the Republic of Serbia, in a part of the Autonomous Province of Vojvodina, just 10 kilometers from the Hungarian border, lies Subotitsa. Every year in mid-August, this town of 100,000 inhabitants celebrates the end of the harvest, or as the locals call it, Dušijanica. It begins with a formal evening prayer in the cathedral dedicated to Saint Teresa of Avila. Among the multitude of the faithful are this year's Bandaš and Bandašica, Petar Gaković and Đurđa Sudarević.
It's a great honor to be the Bandaš on the 100th anniversary. Any Bandaš over the past 100 years would have said the same. When you consider how this tradition has been going on over the years, that grants it a special satisfaction and merits even greater thanksgiving to God.
I was especially joyful because it's a great honor to be the Bandašica. I took part in the folklore of the Dušijanica before, and I remember how we awaited the Bandaš and Bandašica. It was really super. I never thought that I'd be chosen as Bandašica, so I was really surprised.
Dušijanica is an ancient custom during which Croat families celebrate a successful and plentiful harvest. When the Bandaš, or chief harvester, announces to the landlord that the harvest is complete and reports on the number of haystacks, then prayers of gratitude are said, followed by a formal lunch and festivities. In 1911, the parish priest of St. Rocco invited parishioners to offer up thanksgiving in the church, and this is how Dušijanica, an intensely family celebration, was founded. The Croats have national minority status in Serbia. Most of them live in and around Subotitsa, which is also the seat of the diocese of the same name. Although Croats only number about 60,000, their faith is so alive that they're considered the backbone of the Catholic community. They consider the Dušjanica an important part of their religious and cultural identity.
I think it's a mixture of religious and traditional culture. It's the focal celebration for us Croats. With great pride, we proclaim it our most beautiful tradition.
The most important part of the Dušjanica celebration takes place early in the morning. Petar the bandash will set off in a decorated horse-drawn coach to Đurđa's house, and together they will bring the crown to be blessed.
Hvala Isus i Marija. Evo, je li imao nekakve vendašice?
Ako se daš napraviš.
Ste obrano vinec.
Je li sad ne poznaš što motani su ti konci, sve.
The custom is that the bandash and bandashica bring the crown to the church of St. Rocco in the village of Ker to be blessed. Here they meet up with the bandash and the bandashica from the villages of Bemuk, Tavakut, Malaj Bosna, Gudžim, Šednik and Sombor. The parish priest of Ker, Father Andrija Aništic, thanks God for this year's harvest. He blesses the crown, and this starts the festivity. Before leaving for Subotitsa Cathedral, the little queens, or the Lejla, as they are known, bid farewell to the bandash and bandashica, singing out praises and thanksgiving for the bounteous harvest. The communists were unremitting in their fight to eradicate the religious character of the Dušjanica, to turn it into an ordinary village party, a tradition that has been upheld for over a century despite the adversities.
After the Second World War, anything that was rooted in religion was undesirable here. Even crowns were frowned upon, because it recalls monarchy and the greed of capitalism. So the priests encouraged the local women to make religious symbols out of straw.
Neki religijski simbol od slame.